Welcome to this 10-minute crash course on how to read someone's personality like a pro. Now, I know what you're thinking, why bother? I already have enough trouble understanding my own personality, let alone someone else's. Well, my friend, let me tell you, being able to read people is a superpower. It can help you in everything from job interviews to first dates to negotiating with your cat. Trust me, it works. But how do you read someone's personality, you ask? Simple, you pay attention to their body language. Yep, that's right, those little gestures, facial expressions, and postures that we all use to communicate without even realizing it. And here's the best part, once you know what to look for, you can spot someone's personality type instantly. Now, I know this might sound like a bunch of mumbo-jumbo, but stick with me, folks. I promise to make it as fun and easy to understand as possible. So, without further ado, let's get started. First up, we have the windows to the soul, the eyes. And let me tell you, there's more to interpreting eye contact than just staring into someone's peepers. Context is key here, folks. If you're in a romantic situation, prolonged eye contact could indicate interest. But if you're in a job interview, it's more likely to be a sign of confidence and assertiveness. But be careful not to jump to conclusions. Eye contact can also indicate nervousness, discomfort, or even dishonesty. So, if your Tinder date is avoiding eye contact while answering your questions, it might be time to order another round of drinks. Next, let's talk eyebrows. Yes, you heard me right, eyebrows. These bad boys can give away a lot about a person's emotions. When someone raises their eyebrows, it could be a sign of surprise, worry, or fear. But when they are raised during casual conversation, it's more likely a sign of discomfort or unease. And now, let's move on to the smile. The universal sign of happiness. But did you know there's a difference between a genuine and a fake smile? Genuine smiles reach the eyes and create those adorable crow's feet wrinkles. But fake smiles? Well, they're just trying to hide something. So, next time you're trying to figure out if your friend is genuinely happy for you or just pretending, take a look at those pearly whites. Are they smiling with their eyes? Or are they just flashing a tight-lipped grin? Alright, folks, that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to reading someone's personality through their body language. Now let's focus on what they actually say. Of course, that's also very important to know someone's personality. So, you're walking down the street, and you run into an old friend. After a few pleasantries, they start talking about someone else. And you can't help but wonder, what are they really saying about you when you're not around? Well, my friend, there's a whole science behind how people talk about others and what it says about their personality. And that's exactly what we're gonna talk about in this section. First impressions matter, and how people talk about others is a big part of that. If someone's constantly talking smack about other people, you gotta wonder, are they just a negative person, or do they have some backstabbing tendencies? And let's be real, no one wants to be friends with a backstabber. But here's the thing, studies have shown that there's a correlation between how people rate others and their own personality traits. So, if someone's always talking about how amazing and kind other people are, it's safe to say they are probably a pretty good person themselves. Now it's time to dive into paralanguage. Now, you may be asking yourself, what the heck is paralanguage? Well, my friends, it's a fancy word for all the nonverbal cues that go along with the words we say. Think tone, pitch, and even the way we say certain words. And let me tell you, paralanguage can be a goldmine for reading someone's personality. For example, if someone is speaking in a monotone voice with no inflection, they could be hiding something. Or if someone's tone is overly aggressive or defensive, they could be feeling threatened or insecure. But my personal favorite form of paralanguage? Sarcasm.
Condoms? You don't know how long we're gonna be in here. We may have to repopulate the Earth. And condoms are the way to do that.
That's sarcasm, my friends. And it can be a sign of someone who is witty, funny, and quick on their feet. Or it could be a sign of someone who is passive-aggressive and harboring some serious resentment. So, keep an ear out for paralanguage, folks. It can reveal a lot about someone's personality and give you some serious insight into what they are really thinking. And if all else fails, just remember, sarcasm is always a safe bet.
Oh, sorry, did I get you?
No, you didn't get me. It's an electric drill. You get me, you kill me.
Now, let's talk about the side glance and frequent nodding. Don't worry, I won't bore you with any nodding exercises. So, have you ever talked to someone and noticed they keep looking to the side? Yeah, that's not a good sign. When people are open to meeting you, they'll usually face you and look you in the eye. But if they are glancing to the side, it's a subconscious sign that they want to escape. And nodding? Well, that can mean a lot of things. On the one hand, nodding can be a sign of agreement. But on the other hand, exaggerated nodding can be a sign of anxiety about approval or doubt. And if someone's nodding too much, it's an unconscious cue to move on. So, the next time you're talking to someone and they keep looking away or nodding excessively, don't take it personally. It might not be you, it might just be their subconscious sending signals that they are not really into the conversation. Chin and jaw. If you see someone rubbing their chin, it's not because they've got an itch. It's actually a sign of deep thought. They are pondering life's greatest mysteries, like why does pineapple belong on pizza or whether or not aliens exist. On the other hand, if someone's jaw is clenched, it's a sign that they are stressed out. Maybe they are worried about their upcoming math test, or they just found out that their favorite coffee shop is closing down. Either way, if you see someone with a clenched jaw, it's a good idea to offer them a stress ball or a cup of tea. Now, let's talk about posture. How you carry yourself says a lot about your confidence. If you're walking upright with your shoulders back and your head held high, it's a sign that you're a confident individual. You're ready to take on the world, and nothing's going to stop you. But if you're slouching over and looking at the ground, it's a sign that you're not feeling so hot. Alright, let's wrap this up. You've made it to the end of this video. You're clearly an expert in reading people's personalities now. You can tell who's stressed, who's lying, who's confident, who's not, and who's just plain crazy. But in all seriousness, folks, these tips are no joke. They can really come in handy when you're trying to understand someone better. So, the next time you're on a first date, a job interview, or a family gathering, keep these tips in mind. You might just impress the heck out of people with your newfound insights. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let us know if you have any other tips for reading body language or if you have any funny stories about misreading someone's cues. We love to hear from our viewers, and we promise not to judge you too harshly. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.